All right. What are these, you ask? These are the remnants of a bumper crop of hickory nuts. And Mary and I, we were gonna donate them to the parks up on the Blue Ridge because they were using them for bears. That being said, they got enough really quickly and we ended up with a lot. So we're gonna try some. This is 1,000 of those hickory nuts. We are going to set up a camera trap and we're gonna set these outside so these squirrels and any other would-be
chipmunks, raccoons, whatever else
wildlife can get to them. We're gonna see how long it takes for them to take 1,000 of these hickory nuts away.
And they are going to be safely in our fenced backyard, so we won't be feeding the deer or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if deer would eat hickory.
I don't know. We'll find out.
But this is definitely a squirrel-oriented challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we're gonna go figure out where to put them, how to put them out, and record it.
Yeah.
How many birds are back? They don't care about us at all.
Yeah.
Certainly don't care about foots. All right, so here we are. Forgive our backyard. It's been raining like crazy, so the grass is really long.
Yeah, we got like 3 inches of rain last night.
Yeah. So now we're gonna figure out where to put this because we want to make sure that the chipmunks have access to it as well. This is the cam we're going to be using, Bushnell Trailcam. Does a pretty good job. And now we just have to figure out like where to put it. I'm thinking maybe by that fallen tree over there, that branch that we've been working on, or there's the chipmunk home is right over there, one of them. So we'll see. Okay. We are gonna check. I got some good video of the chipmunks from this little burrow.
Yep. Do you want it to be on the ground or do we want it to elevate it just a little?
Well, I think if we want the chipmunks to get to it, it needs to be kind of on the ground, you know.
They'll come up and drink the water.
They do, yeah.
But
so I don't want to put it too near the brush piles and everything. We're slowly getting rid of our brush. We've been able to burn a lot of it. But like I said, it's been raining like crazy.
insanely.
So I was thinking somewhere around in here. What do you think?
I like that idea. I mean, we know this is where the chipmunks live, and obviously squirrels are all around us.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's Squirrel Manor right there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that works.
I think this would be a good area. All right. I'll go get the nuts. I'll be right back.
So here's the approximate proximity. So that's our 1,000 nuts. And if you look closely, that little hole in the middle of the screen is where the chipmunks live. One of the many places they live in this yard, if we're being honest. And then Dave has his camera and tripod ready to set up.
I think we do that, and then we put like a couple branches or something leading up to it so this chipmunks can at least get to it. I know the squirrels are gonna find it instantly.
Yeah, the chipmunks can probably get into that too, but might as well make it easy.
Yeah.
And why are we doing this?
Why? Because it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Exactly,
And-
to see how fast we can get rid of 1,000 nuts.
Yeah. We did thousands. And we did actually eat quite a few of them. They are a nightmare to get into. If you've ever tried to get into hickory nuts, holy smokes.
How many nutcrackers did we break? 2 or 3?
We broke 2. We broke the normal one that you see, like everybody has the normal one. That thing snapped in 2. Then we bought one called a Texas Goody Get 'em, I think is what it was
Goody Getter.
called. Goody Getter nut
Also,
thing. and it had like blades on it and stuff, and
So broke.
literally crushed it to the metal snapped into on that one. So then we figured out, we learned that the easiest way to get into them actually was with a hammer.
Yep.
And you kind of hit them right about there. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of below center on the far edge. Not that part, but that part.
Yeah.
And if you hit them with a hammer in the right way, you can get them apart pretty easily. And they come out. They're really tasty. They're very, very good. But man, they're hard to get into. That's why you can't find them commercially that much.
And that's why they usually suggest also to age them a little bit, because then otherwise, once you get into them, then you've got the meat pick and you're picking out tiny, tiny, tiny pieces. So aging helps shrink the nut inside down a little bit so you can actually get it out.
They're really tasty. I wish we could have gotten into more of them, but it's too much effort to really get a substantial amount. We wanted to bake them, and we wanted to give them away as gifts and things like that. It's just
too much.
We had a friend of ours put it in a vise.
Yep.
Put one in a vise in his garage and said when it went off, it was like a hand grenade in his garage.
But for some reason, the squirrels seem to not have a problem.
Yeah.
They have super secret recipe, I guess.
Yeah. So
all right.
Let's pause for a second. We'll get this all set up and then I'll focus the camera in.
Awesome. Update. We have a couple of chipmunk/squirrel pathways. Now, that branch is not as big as it looks, but we just wanted them to have a couple of ways to get up in there. Not so much now, because right now a squirrel or a chipmunk could stand on its hind legs and grab a nut. But when we're getting down into like the 100, 200 range, they'll have to get up and get in there. So that's what we did.
I'm just setting up the camera here real quick. Just had to format the SD card, and then we're gonna focus it. I think we're good to go.
All right, we'll be right back.
Yep. All right, here we go. So we are all set up. Put some rocks on the little stand here. Make sure it wasn't gonna get knocked over. Kind of put it near the chair too, so it didn't look like too alien of an object. And we've got two little ramps set up, which may or may not be used. And we will start the timer right now.
Yes.
And we'll see you guys in a minute. See how long it takes. All right, we're gonna go check the nuts. It hasn't been 24 hours yet, but
yeah, but I can tell you, there has been a path back and forth.
Oh yeah, I can see them already. Yeah, I saw several chipmunks running up and down. Looks like the sticks were knocked over. Yeah, but I watched this chipmunks, they just jump right in there. They don't care.
Yep. Oh, look, and we have, somebody has been just eating right here.
Yeah.
We hear you guys. So somebody broke into one.
Oh, all right. That's a little slower than I thought.
Well, keep in mind.
But it is dead summer.
Well, and keep in mind that this was over the top full.
Mm-hmm.
So that was probably 400 nuts already.
Yeah.
I see the ants have found them as well.
Yeah.
But that was to be expected.
All right. Cool.
Yay!
Well, we'll see. We'll update you again in a minute.
Be interesting to see what happens when we come out tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. It's been just under 48 hours. And I'm pretty sure it's empty. Mary, you came out and checked it earlier, right?
Yeah, and there were only about 20 left.
Let's find out.
There's a squirrel in the background like, hey, you guys, refill this thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it looks empty.
It's
It
empty.
is.
And
Darn
look,
empty.
there aren't any scattered around like there were before either.
Yeah.
When we checked it yesterday, there was a plethora. You can
Wow.
see where some big folks have been nibbling.
Oh yeah. There's some shells.
Shells over there. Yay!
Huh. All right. Well, now we check the camera trap, which is still going, and see how long it actually took them.